Welcome to the Daily Market Review brought to you by Options Click.
Hello and welcome to our look at the upcoming July 30th trading session. In front of you, I have the economic calendar as per usual. Really not a lot out there. Unemployment change numbers coming out of Germany, and of course, we have unemployment claims coming out of the United States. But really, at the end of the day, probably both are going to be minor in their effectiveness on the markets. Probably has a little bit more of a bias to pay attention to European stocks, specifically German, of course, the euro, the U.S. dollar, and the U.S. stock markets. With that, we'll take a look at the charts for our trade setups. Over at the S&P 500, and we can say the same thing for the NASDAQ and the Dow Jones. We are starting to head much higher. The markets certainly seem like they are stabilized and they are ready to continue the move towards the top of the range. With this, we're call buyers. It's that simple in the United States. Short-term pullbacks offer call buying opportunities and value as far as we can see in all three of the major indices. The euro has fallen a bit to the U.S. dollar, but we would anticipate that the 110 level offers a little bit of support. So we're going to play a bounce. We're going to buy a call off of a bounce in that general vicinity if we get it. On the other hand, if we close below it on a daily close, then we think we're probably heading back to the 1.08 level, and we would be put buyers. The German DAX initially fell during the course of the session, but bounced enough to form a little bit of a hammer. That's a pretty bullish sign, so if we can break the top of the range for Wednesday, we're call buyers. It's that simple. We think 11,600 would be the next target. With that, we've taken a look at the upcoming Thursday, July 30th trading session.
This review was brought to you by Options Click, the most trusted binary options broker.